Of course, the princess. It is time you saw what your kingdom is truly like.
Now, madam, if you will follow me, perhaps we can find some appropriate clothing for today's activities. Master Elliot is most eager to speak to you this morning and is waiting for you in the garden. No doubt you will wish to look your best for your young friend. I have taken the liberty of arranging 2 suitable outfits, if you would care to choose. Ah, splendid choice. I'm sure Master Elliot will approve. Perhaps you ought to make your way to him now. And...
Will do. Bye, Jasper.
My princess.
Princess? Nasty business down the industrial. But it's...
Hello, Princess.
Not my place to speak of it.
Ah, my lady. Good day, princess.
My lady.
How's that?
That's... I'd have to say that's quite satisfactory. I thought you'd never get up. Did Jasper tell you I wanted to speak to you?
Yes. Did something happen?
I'm not sure, but everyone in the castle seems to be upset with your brother. More than usual. And it's even worse down in the city. You hear such terrible stories. Listen, they say a factory worker was executed this morning. I'm sure it's only a rumour, but you can imagine how people are talking. The staff in the castle are anxious. I told them you'd speak to them. Will you do that? I'm afraid of what might happen if someone doesn't calm things down.
If you think it will help.
I do. They may fear the king, but they still care for their princess. So, my good princess.
Good. Now let's go.
I can't believe your brother could have had a worker executed. But sometimes I think, well, that there's something wrong with him. He's changed so much. And he looks so tired all the time. I told Sir Walter about the speech. He'll be there to support you. I don't know what this place would be like without him. I'm sure he'll want to carry on with your instruction today. He seems obsessed with combat training lately.
I'm at your command. Welcome, Your Majesty. Such an honour to have you here today. The staff are convened to hear your words. Whenever you're ready.
You've all been through some difficult times.
You call that a royal speech? You didn't shout, you didn't threaten, and you were far too reasonable. It was bloody marvellous. Right then, ready for today's training?
Take good care of her, Walter.
I suppose you've heard the rumours then? Well, I'm afraid they're quite true. Who knows what your brother will do next? In the meantime, the mood in the castle is getting more uneasy by the day.
My princess.
A lot of people to see your brother today. Poor sods.
Sir Walter, what a stroke of luck. Would you be so kind as to sign my petition? Sir Walter, what a stroke of luck. Would you be so kind as to sign my petition? Sir Walter, What a stroke of luck! Would you be so kind as to sign my petition? We must fight to eradicate poverty in Albion. Too many suffer on our streets, and the king does nothing. He must be made to care.
Oh, very well, but I'm just an old soldier. I doubt my name would mean anything. But perhaps the princess here would care to help you out.
Oh, that would be wonderful, Your Majesty. Well, it would be the greatest honor.
I'd be happy to sign.
Thank you, my princess. Your support will make all the difference. I'm certain of it.
That was a courageous move. I doubt it would make much of a difference, but perhaps your brother will finally realize that you have a mind of your own. Let's see you put it to good use in the combat room. Come on! Fight! Excellent! Do you remember the stories I tell you when you were a child? Of your father, the great hero king. You'd never get tired of hearing those stories. And after each one, do you remember what you would say?
Teach me how to be a hero.
Every single time. I wish that was something an old soldier like me could teach you. But I've done my best. Now I need you to do your best. Strike me. Come on. Strike me as hard as you can.
They're right inside.
They must be in the war room.
The nets get there before anyone sees us. There's only one decision you can make. It has to be me.
You mustn't blame yourself, madam. I don't think any of us realized just how far he'd fallen into madness.
I have to do something. I can't just stay here.
You're not. We leave the castle tonight. This kingdom needs nothing less than a revolution. It needs a new leader. It needs a hero. It's time to see if you're ready.
Ready for what?
To be your father's daughter.
Very good. I will pack some essentials.
There's no time. We take nothing.
Not even pajamas?
Come on. We must leave now. It's time we paid our respects to Albion's last hero.
I never thought I'd enter this place again.
You should have known better. The night your father died, I promised him I would bring you here one day, when you were old enough and strong enough. This is your history. This is your legacy. The world has been too long without a hero, but I'm hoping that it will have one soon. This is your father's most treasured possession, the Guild Seal. It chooses those who have the power inside them, those who have the potential to become legends. Take it.
Who are you?
I am Teresa, the seer of the spire. I guided your father in his greatest triumph. But you have an even greater destiny ahead of you. The seal awoke at your touch, as it would at no one else's. This means the fate of Albion rests on your shoulders. Before you lies the path you were born to take, and at its end is the kingdom you were born to rule. Like all heroes, you will face many trials, but you cannot pass through these gates alone. You will need to gather followers and gain the support of the people. For now, you have the support of two friends, Jasper, who will serve you always, and Sir Walter Beck, who will be your greatest ally. Together you have already taken the first step in your journey. Walk through the gate and claim your reward. The gauntlet will channel the magic within you. Use it by the tomb in the mausoleum, and the way out of the castle will open for you. You will return here when you have gathered enough followers to reach the next gate. Now go. Walter and Jasper will follow wherever you lead, and one day, perhaps the rest of Albion will do so too.
Somewhat narrow, isn't it? Dark, too.
You never did care for confined spaces, did you, Sir Walter?
I never did care for being poked in the eye or having my head chopped off. What of it?
Oh dear, I seem to have struck a nerve. I hesitate to ask, but what is our plan? Other than leaving the castle far behind us, which I wholly approve of, obviously.
It's simple. We have to stop Logan.
How am I supposed to do that? Even if I am a hero, I'm just one person.
Exactly. That is why we need to find allies. And lots of them. Once you prove what you are, people will follow you. And many of them will be willing to fight.
Bats, take cover!
Well, young hero, this is your chance to show us what you've got.
What is this place?
You know, it must be. It is. It's your father's sanctuary. He used to speak of it, but I never thought it was a real place. Well, I don't believe it. Jasper, this book. There's a note with your name on it. Look.
That's not possible. For Jasper? Well, I grant you it is possible, but it must be a coincidence.
Oh, don't be a dolt. The old king must have left it here for you. What's it called?
The Book of Heroes. How extraordinary.
Does it tell us how to get out?
This really is most remarkable. Everything that we could possibly want to know about heroes and this place is right here in these pages. This map functions as a... It should take you there.
Marvelous. Right. We'll have plenty of time to explore this place later. Right now, we have a rather large task ahead of us.
But I don't even know where to start.
Our first stop will be the mountains of Mispeak. They won't offer their allegiance easily, but they despise Logan. It's a hero.
Very good. I will continue to become acquainted with this sanctuary. No doubt we will need to make full use of its facilities.
Right, all right then. Find Mispeak on the map and let's see if that book's telling us the truth.
Now, that looks like...
It worked. Oh, I'd forgotten how bloody cold it is up here. Come on. The people here call themselves dwellers. They're tough. They're loyal. And like I told you earlier, they hate Logan's guts. Yep.
All I've eaten
It may
this
not
week
look
is
like
snow.
much, but this is where the revolution begins. This is what Logan has reduced them
Trading
to.
my doll for some food.
He's taken control of
She's
these
really
mountains
good, honest.
and started destroying
And
its
Sadie.
forests. I knew they'd have a hard time finding food, but I had no idea it was this bad. The man we need to convince is Sabine, a proud old sod, but a good man and a good leader. He worked princess. Perhaps it's best if I speak to him alone first. You know, maybe you ought to find some new clothes while I talk to Sabine. Something slightly less regal. We don't need this kind of attention. I only have a little bit of gold, but it should be enough, and maybe you can spread what's left among the people. They need it more
You
than
don't
we
look
do.
like Bright Wolf
Where
folk.
can I find clothes?
Maybe you're
Oh,
more
don't
giving.
worry. You'll find someone willing to take that money off you. Now, wish me good luck.
Hello. Oh, good.
Hello, madam. This is Jasper. Hello? Is this how you use... I am speaking to you through the guild seal. What an extraordinary... Ah, hello. Now, included in the sanctuary is a dressing room. Step through, and I'll show you. There you are. You look just like a dweller. I hope this new outfit is as comfortable as your royal attire, though I suspect the chances of that are quite low.
That's more like it. The scruffy look suits you. I've spoken to Sabine, explained everything, and he's, well... I told you he'd take some convincing. Come on. It's nice to see Sabine hasn't mellowed with age. But anyway, I know the place he mentioned. Your father built the chamber under the Bright Wall Academy, Albion's greatest seat of learning. At least it was, until... It makes a nice change doing something useful. Just show the old librarian your guild seal. He'll know what it means. I'll...
I see you're approaching Brightwall. This chamber... And a perfect opportunity to acquaint yourself with the fine,
library
honest
is
people of this
closed
kingdom,
by order
far
of the
from
king.
the
We
bustle
don't
of the
serve
city
drinks,
and the
we don't
factory
sell
smoke.
chicken feed.
Of course,
Please leave
a
before
less
the
charitable
soldiers
mind would
suspect
turn
you're
them
gaining
simpletons.
any real
But
knowledge.
I encourage you to shop in their stores, drink in their taverns, and otherwise
Sweet
partake
papyrus.
in their small
A
town.
real visitor. I'm afraid I was speaking the truth. King Logan has closed the academy. I'm little more than a custodian these days. By the holy bookmark! The Guild Seal! I haven't seen it since the old hero king last came here. Then you are...
The princess. Yes.
Oh, my. Please, come this way. Your father told me that one day a challenger bearing the seal would come seeking entrance to the reliquary, but I never imagined it would happen in my lifetime. It was he who founded the academy, of course. I have often wondered how he would react to see it in its present state. Here we are. I can't tell you how many of our researchers and professors have studied this door, hoping to unlock its mechanism. But I knew there was only one thing that would ever open it.
Ah, hello. This sanctuary contains an armory, within which there are some truly remarkable weapons, heroic weapons, which your father left for you. This way, please. Apparently, as you... Ah, yes, the flit switch. Now, the way you activate these is by hitting them. Your new weapon should serve that purpose ably. so the weapons in question were all... Like the sword and hammer, these astonishing weapons evolve over... The pistol, excellent choice. You are in an enclosed space at the moment, after all. I'll keep the rifle here in case you change your mind. In the meantime, experiment and see what incredible properties are waiting to be unlocked.
You have done well. Now, step into the light. There is much you need to know. Congratulations, hero. Touching the guild seal was an indication of what you could become. Reaching the music box has proven what you already are. No one but a hero could have done it. You have begun to learn what powers you possess, and there is still greater potential within you. But you have only taken the first step in your journey. Albion is crying out for a revolution, and for someone to lead it. Winning supporters to your cause will be hard. Leading them against Logan will be an even greater challenge, but it's one you must accomplish.
I'll make him pay for what he did.
This is not a matter of personal vengeance. As long as your brother sits on the throne, Albion is in great danger. Open the music box. It will show you the truth. If any part of you still doubted the necessity of a revolution, you have your answer. The kingdom will face its own annihilation under your brother's rule. Now, do whatever you must to gain your first ally, for you cannot lead a rebellion without followers. Sabine is a good man, and his people are strong.
Blessed index cards. You made it. This is cause for great rejoicing. Albion has a hero again. If ever I can be of assistance, I will be honored to serve you.
You now have proof positive of your heroic status. And
You were
I believe
successful
Walter
then.
has made some
Bloody
progress
marvellous.
with the mercenary
You'll be glad to
problem.
know I have some
He is waiting
information
for
on the
you
mercenaries
outside the
Sabine
local
mentioned.
tavern.
They're led by a man called Saker. He used to be a soldier, but always had more in common with bandits and cutthroats than the military. His men are holed up in a small fortress in the mountains, so it won't be easy to get in. But I have a plan. Come with me.
The finest goods in Brightwall.
My brother.
One of the mercenaries. A cold-blooded killer. His name's Clarence, but everybody calls him Jimmy. He was drinking in the pub all day and generally making life unpleasant for everyone. It wasn't hard to get him completely pickled. These young thugs. Bloody lightweight, if you ask me. Anyway, take his clothes and you'll have a free pass into their camp. Just try not to think about what those stains might be. You're not likely to convince anyone without a bit of extra effort. Even these idiots will notice if you don't have his beard or tattoos. I'm sure you can get hold of what you need around town, though. In the meantime, I'll find out who to talk to about getting food to the dwellers. They might not have much to spare here, but they're kind people. They'll just need a little convincing. Anyway, good luck dealing with Saker and his mercenaries. It'll be your first taste of real battle. But I know you'll do just fine.
You appear to have earned enough gold to purchase the rather repulsive items you require to complete your mercenary disguise. A most impressive feat for a member of the royal family. Of course, should you have acquired a taste for labor, you may continue working for as long as you wish.
Glad to take your gold.
Got too much
Pleasure doing business.
Sell it to me. You hang it up
Good luck with that. You can sure. Glad to take your gold. Pleasure doing business with you.
Some kind of healing magic.
Sacred!
Need some help there? You're paying top gold for top...
Your new garments are ready should you want them. Not the usual sort of ensemble for one of your... Any other business to attend to?
Hi, Jimmy. Back from killing some dwellers. Come on in.
You been up to much lately? Nah, me neither. I sometimes wish I'd join me dad with a family business. Don't be shy, Jimmy. Come on over.
Roll over, you stupid mutt. Don't get too...
All right, Jim, how's things? You been drinking in Brightwall again? Now, don't let anybody tell you drinking alone is wrong. That's some of the best times I've had. Anyway, in you go then, mate.
Ooh, you're really getting on. Seems
Jimmy?
wealthy enough.
That really you?
Worth killing it.
You look different somehow. Were your eyes always that colour?
Look at her bleed. Jimmy's got periwinkle eyes like a beautiful summer morning sky. That's not him. It's not Jimmy! turd for brains.
Kill the Jimmy impersonator!
Almost done now, men. She's nearly dead.
Ha! Jimmy was my mate! Die! You are wearing my flame retardant underpants. Leave her! Brought some nice mallows. You're not gonna burn me. We may be losing, but we'll go down fighting, damn it! Yeah, come on! Good news, but it won't be enough to save you.
Told you I'd win.
We just killed you. You're supposed to be dead. Too bad for you, I'm wearing my flame retardant underpants. You see that? Nobody beats Saker.
Raw food. That's what you're gonna be.
That's not the rules. Didn't even break a sweat. What the bloody hell? That's not in the rules. You're not gonna burn me. Too bad for you, I'm wearing my flame retardant underpants. Nobody beats Saker. You see that? Is it over? That wasn't so hard. She's not dead yet. I told you this. Stop! You've won. This battle is yours. Kill me or let me live. It's your choice. And my men will honor it. We may be nothing but mercenaries, but we have our codes, like any other soldiers. We'll leave the dwellers be, no matter what you do. That is a warrior's promise.
You have taken another step on the road to rule. Defeating Saker has won over many of the people he terrorized. Word is already spreading of your victory.
It is a moment. I'm no expert on personal combat, but I would say, based on the fact that you're not dead, you acquitted yourself rather well. It's hard to believe that just a few days ago I was rousing you from a comfortable bed. It would seem that you have completed 2 of the tasks that Sabine set for you. If you return to Brightwall, you will find Sir Walter has some news on how to fulfill the last requirement.
Here she is. We were just talking about you.
Indeed, we have made a toast to your stupendous feat in ridding Misspeak of Saker and his men. They have been a source of great distress for some time.
Nobody will be more pleased than Sabine. His dwellers might find some peace now.
Of course, nobody has suffered more than they.
I've been telling Samuel here about the terrible situation they're in. He thinks he may be able to help.
Yes, well, perhaps. I mean, of course. The thing is, as I was just explaining to Sir Walter, Brightwall has no overabundance of resources itself. The King's levies are rather steep, and we face shortages more often than is comfortable.
But
were you to improve things around Brightwall, the people would be most grateful. And when people are grateful, they're also charitable. I'm sure they would find it in their hearts to send aid to those poor people.
there you have it. The way I see it. You will need all the followers you can get if you're going to lead a successful rebellion. What better time to start?
I heartily agree with Sir Walter. An excellent way. You can now see the villagers in need. You can also see how many followers you must amass to impress Samuel and the people of Brightwall. Select a villager to help. By doing so, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region. By completing quests for those in need, you will prove your abilities and demonstrate your potential as a leader.
This is terrible. Right, you'll need...
I have no doubt you've a new suit in your wardrobe, a new...
this. Contrary to what most people think, chickens are very, very crafty. Where did you get that outfit? Rediscover your youth with my patented makeup.
Why go round naked when you could be wearing clothes?
Oh, pinch, you foul, vile fiend! You uncouth wretch! It is tragedy that this fair city demands must feed their souls, not starve their minds.
Oh, foul and wretch yourself. Music, laughter, life, that's what they need.
A reliable way to gather a few followers is by simply interacting with people. Try it. I'm sure you'll make an impression.
What will it be?
Beast.
No.
Pleased to meet you.
All right. Ah. That was quite enjoyable.
Let me know if I can help.
Pleased to meet you.
know when I might have a sale on.
Pleased to meet you. Hi.
Oh.
Great.
Well.
Hello. Hey.
Well.
Oh, hello.
Ah.
All right.
No finer goods in.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh. Cool.
Lovely day.
Hi.
I'd go to the shops now.
Great.
And they were starting to run out of stuff.
If you can find better prices anywhere, then I shop.
Oh.
Ooh.
Great.
Cheers, mate.
That Logan's a right slave driver. Wish we could get rid of him.
That's all of them. At last, the town can rest easy.
Oh, Bernard, you've gone and locked them up again. This isn't right. They deserve to be free.
You're always on about the All right. We'll let them live. But only if you swear never to let them out again.
All right. All right. We'll work this out.
I hope I haven't made a terrible mistake. But if I killed them, I would just make them martyrs. Oh, I just don't know about this.
It's what?
Ah, hello. Dare I say, you're not likely to get...
Best.
Where did you come from? Did you bring anything?
I can't feed my family.
People, you know you want to spend. I'll end up on the street otherwise.
Help us.
Thank you
There's
so
no
much.
food. None at all.
With Saker out there,
Great.
we can't go out to hunt. When will this ordeal end?
Oh, thank you. This will feed me for a week.
Thank you.
That's
We'll all
sweet.
starve to death if things don't change.
Sabine better sort this out, or we'll all
I'd
be
go up
gone
to the
as
castle
soon.
right now and kill Logan
It's like
if
a
I had the
never-ending
strength.
nightmare.
That's
We'll
very
all
nice of
starve
you,
to death
outsider.
if things
Very
don't
nice
change.
indeed.
What do you know? I like it.
So hungry. Oh, you're so nice.
I haven't eaten for days.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impression. I believe Samuel awaits you at the town gates to express that very sentiment.
If you've got what I'm looking for.
I've seen this goods in Brightwall.
Esteemed citizens of Brightwall, today we demonstrate the generous nature of our fair town. For too long have our mountain neighbors suffered in silence, and now we extend a helping hand. But this effort would not have been possible without the courage and determination of one woman, the daughter of the old hero king. From this day, we shall know you as the hero of Brightwall. Before you leave, we ask of you one favor. As we pledge ourselves to you, so we hope you will pledge to return Brightwall to its former glory and reopen the academy which your father founded.
I will.
Very, very good, very good. I expected nothing less from you. These volunteers shall carry the supplies to the dweller camp. They may have them with our blessing. I hope you will return one day, not just as our hero, but as our queen.
Let me buy your unwanted item.
You have done a wonderful thing for the...
You have made an important ally today. The revolution cannot hope to succeed without fighters such as Sabine and his people on your side. You have the beginnings of an army now.
I placed the...
The taller they are, the farther they have to fall.
I'm a wandering trader, trying to get to Brightwall village.
I ran away from home when I was a kid. I lived in it. I can never get over this place. 20 years ago, it was just a damp, murky void in the middle of nowhere. Now people queue up to get dangled across it in a steel box.
Have you heard about that barbecue?
And here it comes. Most of the people here will be heading straight to Bowerstone. But we're going to take a little detour first. I just told something's wrong.
It's about to boom!
No! Come on, we have to get down there.
How could this have happened?
Poor people! Those poor, poor people!
This must be the way down. We have to find those people. See if there's any survivors. Let's go. Looks like the only way. All right. I can do this. Let's get down. I don't want to spend any more time in this box than I have to. It fell somewhere up ahead. Come on. I'd know those sounds anywhere. Maybe the monorail falling wasn't an accident after all. Hobbs. I knew it. Don't leave any of the little bastards alive. Those poor sods. They never stood a chance. I'm not getting into a monorail car for as long as I live, I can tell you that.
So where are we going?
Oh, bloody hell. Almost gave me a heart attack. Whoa, you'll pay for that, you sods! I wondered why none of the fuckers hadn't charged others for a while. They've been waiting to pick them up for a Isn't that adorable? Sod's blocking our way. You'll have to get behind it somehow. Cave like this, there has to be some other way of getting there. Think you're so smart, standing behind your... Almost like that was going to happen.
look, we've even got an audience. Well, nobody traps me in that bloody cave. Not bad aiming for an old man, huh? That'll teach you a lesson. That's it, don't show the buggers mercy. Don't lose concentration. Impressed yet? Of course you are. Almost ashamed to kill the little mites, isn't it? Aha! Wonderful stuff! Yeah, you're too slow for Walter. That spell did the trick. Bloody brilliant, it's a goner. Don't worry, you'll get the next hit. That's a dead hob, all right. I could watch that all day. Good. Keep hacking away at them and we can get out of here. Thank you for making such a lovely target. That'll have them scurrying to their holes. Ooh, it's gone to hop heaven.
You have overcome an important test. A good leader must always be ready to face the unknown and to seek new paths. Your defeat of the creatures in this cave will be told throughout the land.
Please return to the sanctuary and I can pass along what I know. Hello there. The gauntlets are in the armory, of course. Now, each gauntlet is capable of casting a particular type of spell. I hope everything is in order.
I don't think you're going to find a way round this time. But I've got some magic of my own. Watch and learn. Boo! Oh. It worked. Right, let's get out of here, shall we? Ah, you can almost smell the sunlight. Isn't it wonderful? The damp, muggy, soggy sunlight. This is Morningwood, all right. I hope the people we're looking for are still alive.
Why wouldn't they be?
Because, come nightfall, it's one of the most dangerous places in Albion. Well, I don't know about dangerous, but I'm starting to get a rash. Bloody swamp. We made a good team back in that cave, didn't we? It's been a while since I got stuck into a real fight. It was just like fighting by your father's side. I'd forgotten what it was like, standing next to a hero. I think we're almost there. That must be the place up ahead. What I wouldn't give for a bowl of soup and a hot bath.
Cease your movement! Be you men or be you hollow men?
Have you gone daft, boy? Open up the doors.
Walter? Is that you?
The very same. Now, are you going to let us in or what?
Right, yes, of course. Open the gate! Tell Major Swift Walter's here! Welcome, Sir Walter.
Sir.
There he is. The one and only. Major Swift.
Oh, Walter! What the blazes are you doing here?
We came looking for you. I have a proposition.
You came all this way to proposition us. And I thought you were here to save us from the legions of the damned.
Ben Finn. It's good to see you. I take it the legends about this place are true, then?
I'll say. You've never seen so many hollow men in one place. We've been stationed here for weeks, trying to eradicate them. Mainly, it's us getting eradicated. We lost some good men last night, including Lieutenant Simmons here. And the buggers will be back tonight.
Logan just loves to send you on the best assignments, doesn't he? That's part of what I wanted to talk to you about.
Is this...
The princess? Yes. I'll explain, but just treat her like any other pair of hands for now.
Fair enough. Captain Finn will show you to the mortar. We could use a body up there.
Meet me on the wall when you're ready. I'll introduce you to Private Jammy. So cool because he's the luckiest sod in the fort.
You'll probably be stuck by that mortar all night. Well, take a look around first. Talk to the men. It never hurts to know who's got your back.
I don't suppose you've ever used a mortar before? There's nothing to it. There's always a slight chance of maiming, of course, but I'm sure you'll pick it up. First, I'd like you to meet Private Jammy. He'll be your loader.
Pleasure to meet you. There's too much to say about me, you know. Jammiest soldier in Albion. 724 wounds and still standing.
Don't worry, you'll get used to him. After a while, he's hardly revolting at all. Right, Jammy, it's time to show her the ropes.
Yes, sir. Right then. My life's going to be in your hands, so let's make sure you know what you're doing, okay? Go on, grab the mortar and we'll do some practice shots. Right, let's see what you've got. See that scarecrow? Yes! Push! Oh, goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. That was bloody brilliant.
All right, Jammy, don't get too excited. You know what happens when you do. Let's just take care of the last one.
Just one left. Hang on. I don't remember setting this one up.
They're here. Start firing!
Yes, sir.
Nice. Pure
Let's blow these buggers to smithereens. Come on, mate.
Good one! Oh, good. Couldn't have done it better myself. That's it! Hack them to bits! Beautifully done, my friend. Careful that zombie dust doesn't get in your eyes.
To the left!
Another corpse for the grinder? Well done.
Coming from the right!
Oh, I love it!
Whoa. There's some more! Coming from the right! Isn't that satisfying?
Keep that up and we can win this!
Oh, look left!
Careful that zombie dust doesn't get in your eyes.
Point that thing to the right! Incoming!
Oh, that's nice. Pure class.
Quick! To the left!
Hey, good one!
They're coming from the right! Point that thing to the right! Incoming!
Keep that up and we can win this! Another corpse for the grinder? Well done. Nice, pure class.
Yes! They're coming from the right!
Careful that zombie dust doesn't get in your eyes.
Oh, coming from the right! Point that thing to the right!
Oh, I love it! Hey, good one!
Them bones flying! Isn't that satisfying? Quick! To the left!
Beautifully done, my friend.
Point that thing to the right! Incoming! There's more!
Oh, that's nice. Pure class. That zombie dust doesn't get in your eyes.
Here they come. They're coming from the...
Keep that up, we can win this.
There's some more! Coming from the right!
That's it! Hack them to bits!
They're at the rear gate! Take positions!
All guns on the gate! We can't let them through!
Push! Push! I can't hold it, they're too strong!
Oh! No! Watch that door! Bloody zombies learn to appreciate music. I call this bash your brains in D minor. How's that for a popular hit? Ever heard the ballad of smashed undead skulls? Here's the song. Who'd have thought Hollowmen would have such great acoustics? Keep that up, we can win this! They're coming from the window!
That's it! Keep it up!
I've written some funeral music just for you. Have a listen.
I say that was magnificent! Oh, that was a work of beauty!
I call this battle. Corpses a bad name. Jemmy! How deep do you want to be buried?
Jolly good!
gonna send you right back to your tomb!
That's it! Blast their bones back to the grave!
Don't stop now. That was pure poetry. Oh, that's nice. Pure class.
All hail the princess! Now, who's for a pint? Lieutenant Simmons, I specifically instructed you to remain buried.
Oh, doesn't anyone follow orders anymore?
That was pretty damn impressive. So, your father wasn't the last hero of Albion after all.
We did it! No, really, we did!
Let the poets tell our epic tale. The Swift Brigade fought against impossible odds. They won. The end. Well, Sir Walter, you didn't do too bad for an old man.
Neither did you, for a buffoon.
Ah, that was just like old times, Walter. Just like old times.
So, What do you say? Will you join us? With your help, we can put a stop to Logan's madness. Bring back the real Albion army.
I swore to serve my king to the death. We all did. But this isn't the way it was meant to be. The old guard has been shoved aside, and these new soldiers Logan's been gathering, they don't care about this land or its people.
Yeah, and I bet they get paid more.
Walter has absolute faith in you. And after seeing you in action, so do I. All I ask is that you make a soldier's oath. Let your armies protect the people instead of oppressing them. Bring honor back to this uniform.
Yeah, and don't forget the pay rise.
Shut up, Ben.
I promise.
This has been a momentous day. With the support of Major Swift and his soldiers, the revolution grows in strength, and you move one step closer to becoming the leader this kingdom needs.
Then it's settled. We're heading back to Bowerstone now. There are some people there I'm hoping will join us. We'll send for you when we're ready.
I've had it.
We've descended into the chasms of the netherworld, stared death in the face, and waded through things so foul I'd rather not think about them. But this is where it gets really ugly. And buried somewhere beneath it all are the people Logan has left behind.
I'm glad to take your gold.
Miss.
Good luck with that. Pleasure doing business with ya. Good luck with that. You could do with a makeover, you know.
Oh, you give hideous.
I wonder what's going on up there. Let's see, shall we? That's why we're here. That's why Albion needs you.
They say you're getting by financially.
Even if it's not all that interesting.
I really love how much time we're spending in caves and sewers these days. No, really.
I heard. Pity. Your messages were always useful.
I can offer you something better. Paige, I'd like you to meet...
I know who she is. I thought you'd know better than to bring the princess here.
She's not just a princess. She's a hero.
Great. Give her a medal.
No. I mean she's a hero. Like her father.
Really? It doesn't change anything. Your brother is the reason we live underground. He's the reason we fight. How do we know she's any better?
Well, let her prove it.
It's not just me she needs to convince. The people of this city need someone they can believe in. Prove to them that they should follow you, then we'll talk. For now, I have work to do.
Looks like you have work to do, too. You have a whole city to inspire.
Today you have met the true voice of the people of this city. It is imperative that you win Paige and her resistance movement to your cause. And just as important that you prove to Bowerstone that you can be its rightful ruler.
It would seem your heroism has to be put to the test once again. Unless I'm mistaken, you need... May I suggest that you return to the sanctuary and inspect the map? There appear to be numerous opportunities available.
Enjoy. Oh, you've bought a fine item. I hope it brings you great happiness. What are you looking for? Enjoy. I hope it brings you great happiness. Enjoy. Everybody needs to eat. Oh, you've bought a fine item.
Most unsightly.
I hope it brings you great happiness.
Hello.
Well, I am at a loss. You have got to be the most revolting person I have ever seen. No one has followed your example. And is that really any surprise? Perhaps beauty and fashion are arbitrary. Perhaps those in power exploit our fundamental insecurities to exert control. But at least that way, things look pretty. I'll let you in, if only so I don't have to look at you anymore.
Please allow me to introduce... Another victim!
Mind the flames. They're... Oh, brilliant. Well, have fun slaughtering that.
Peace and love, that's the answer to everything, man.
You actually did it. Wow, you're quite the wicked one, aren't you? Well, beyond here lies an ancient temple of evil. I'm working out how to get in there at the moment. Shouldn't take me too long. Come back soon. Thanks for the murder.
If I may say so, madam, you have succeeded most admirably in gaining... Welcome to the sanctuary.
Oh, hell. That's all we need. Another
Delivery.
Aha! The rebel princess. I'm on my way to the castle.
I'm telling you, I downed 3 hollow men with one shot. It's true.
I've never trusted a soldier in my life. I'm not going to start now.
Will you tell her, Walter?
Hey, I'm not getting involved.
Look, there she is. Ask her yourself.
Oh, give it a rest. You're a pretty decent person. People out there are starting to believe in you.
I knew you two would get along in the end.
Thank you for taking an interest in my social life, but we have even bigger problems now.
Reaver.
He's been bleeding the city dry for years now, but it's never been this bad. We decided it was time to hit back.
A small group of fighters managed to get into his mansion, but they never made it out.
I believe they're alive. You're going to help me find them.
Reaver hosts some sort of fancy secret society party every week. We don't know what goes on, but we do know what the guests look like. It's the perfect chance to sneak in.
Here, you'll have to wear this.
Great! Where's my costume? What, I still can't come? What, even after the 3 Hollow Men story? Honestly, this is as bad as the army.
Now everyone out. I have a party to dress for.
I'll stay and make sure no one spies on you.
Everyone out.
You know, I'm starting to have serious doubts about our relationship.
Ah, the full masquerade costume. Any lady wearing...
That really does suit you. Brings out the color in your eyes.
Bit late, aren't you? You've missed half the rituals and all the drinking. All we've got left is fizzy pop.
We apologize.
Oh, yeah? Well, just give me the password and we'll forget all about it, all right?
The password?
No, I'm just pulling your leg. Come on in. Master Reeve will be happy to have a few more conscious people around for the final ceremony. I wasn't kidding about the fizzy pop, though. These lightweights drank the lot. There's probably some cooking sherry left in the kitchen if you're desperate. Nah, don't blame you. Never touched the stuff myself, well, except in the mornings. I can sort you out a nice orgy later on, should the mood take you. What do you say?
Just keep walking, you strange little man.
Of course. You'll have to pardon me, miss. I do have a habit of spouting the odd vulgarity. Master Reaver has often brought out his whip to rectify that very flaw in my character. It's just this way. Oh, you'll have such fun. Not drinks and orgies fun, you know, but it'll be a real laugh, I'm sure. Now, there are some ground rules. Master Reaver insists that nobody carries weapons into the ballroom. There have been some accidents.
I'm afraid I need to keep mine. I'm here to find some friends.
Oh, you're the brave, noble rebels. Why didn't you say so? I'm an oppressed proletarian myself, you know. We're practically comrades. If you just go through these doors, you can sneak past the party and rescue your fellow revolutionaries.
The Wheel of Misfortune. It's rather simple. I spin, you die, we watch. Really, it's a riot. Why, no less than the most unsightly, most obnoxious creatures ever to contaminate this world. Super.
proud of that shot.
Oh, that hob doesn't know what day it is. Then again, it probably never did. Poor thing. If anyone would like to donate to my new hob charity, I'll arrange a funeral for the little mite. Or we can just flush him.
Is it just me, or do they feel squishy when you hit them?
That hob is dead, ladies and gentlemen. He is deceased. He is no more. He has shuffled off this mortal coil. Hey, why don't you pick on someone your own size? Dear me! I hope there are no minors in the audience.
These ugly things are tougher than they look.
A good hit for the valiant rebel there. I don't know about you, but I find hobs rather sexy. I like a big mouth. In fact, I require a big mouth. Ooh, I bet that stings something fierce. You can say what you like about hobs, but you can't dispute their dress sense. So bold, so original, so fashion-forward. It died doing what it loved. Entertaining rich people! Ooh, that hob's going to be stiff in the morning. Well, stiffer than usual.
One almost feels sorry for those repugnant beasts. Then one shrugs and waits for the next piece of carnage.
Reaver's worse than I thought. What kind of mind dreams up something like this?
Like the tales of my greatest conquests, the wheel simply demands to be spun. What delicious fate will it deliver this time? It's just not a real party without the elegant shuffles of these gentlemen, so hallowed and yet so hollow.
Come on. The sooner we make our way through this sick game, the sooner we'll get our chance to kill Reaver.
Let the tearing of limbs commence! Chop, chop!
I'm not used to fighting the dead.
If he wasn't dead before, come on, he must be now. Do dead men feel pain? You might want to ask that fella. He's gone down like a sack of spuds. Undead spuds. What a wonderful spectacle this is turning out to be, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to tell your grandchildren you were here. You should have bought some of Hatch's undead insurance, guaranteed to pay out in the event of a zombie apocalypse. Thank you. We've been advised not to call them zombies. The Hollow Man Anti-Defamation League is getting stronger all the time. Ooh, there's nothing worse than hiding from a corpse. How embarrassing! Ah, the satisfying sound of a corpse being thoroughly thrashed. Don't you love it?
How can these things even walk?
Ooh, what a shame! Cut down in the prime of death. That corpse is taking one hell of a beating. It's a Hollow Man massacre!
What a heartbreaking performance! The poetry of life and death was unmistakable, and you had to spoil it all by not dying.
I'd read about Hollow Men before, but I'm not sure I ever believed in them. This better end soon.
Oh, wheel let your exquisite circumference regale us with violent thrills. Ah, yes! I paid these bloodthirsty mercenaries out of my own pocket. With gold I took from the people, but still, they'd better not disappoint.
Mercenaries. Finally, something I know how to fight.
Their literacy may be lacking, but they do have a way with swords. Away we go!
You make me sick!
Come on, honestly. Today's mercenaries are just in it for the money. It's all right, folks. We'll send his payment to his widow, won't we, Reaver?
Shall we have a barbecue then?
Well, at least he isn't suffering anymore. Fight back, you wimps! Will the Dauntless Rebels survive this round? Well, probably, but it's good to see them suffer first, isn't it?
That bullet's specially for you!
Don't think you'll be able to walk straight for a week after that hit.
I should have brought some marshmallows.
This is getting out of hand!
All that attack? My pet hamster could have blocked that.
Well, that's one way to earn your wages. The life of a mercenary is a short and brutish one, and it was his first day as well.
We have to get out of this place.
That's it! We want blood!
As it happens, I was bending the truth about having paid them. It was strictly a no-kill, no-deal arrangement, so you saved me a small fortune. Bravo!
I've seen terrible things in my time, but never so much death. Reaver's gonna pay for this. Enough games, Reaver!
Oh, but they're such fun, and my guests do so enjoy fun. Time for another spin. Oh, now, this is a very special round. Wait till you see what treasures I have in store for you next.
What now? We can't keep fighting forever.
I met these delightful creatures in a rather inhospitable land, far from the turgid green of Albion. I do love to bring two cultures together and see which one dies first.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Sand Furies!
I'm getting enough target practice to last me a lifetime.
You're just making them more angry, you know. It should be a crime to kill such a graceful creature. Somebody please arrest that rebel.
suit, it's tough.
Oh, the Sand Fury couldn't get out of the way in time. Oh no, they've killed one.
You really have to concentrate to hit one of them.
Oh, so much senseless death. And if you're having trouble coping, buy a copy of my book, 101 Jokes for the Recently Bereaved. Oh, such a shame. Back to the sands with her.
Wasn't that utterly enthralling? Of course, you should be ashamed of yourselves, treating foreign visitors in such an unsociable manner. Oh, well.
I've really had enough of this.
You holier than thou,
This can't be happening.
You do handle yourself rather well. My suspicions about your true nature would seem to be correct. Rip them to shreds! But remember, this makes us even. You know, I do believe that you might survive this after all. How wonderfully unexpected.
Get away from me!
Now, that is no way to treat my guests. I hope you're finding them amusing to fight. I don't want you to get bored.
It's reassuring to see they can feel pain. Just die, will you?
This is the last party, I take you.
I never thought I'd side with royal blood, but you're nothing like your brother. The Bowerstone Resistance will follow you without question. So long as you promise to change things when you take the throne. Poverty, children forced to work, people living in fear. You have to make it stop.
I promise.
We should get back. We've got a revolution to plan.
You have the support of Bowerstone and its underground resistance, but you still have much to do before you can take Albion's throne.
The speech will commence shortly. All citizens gather at the castle for the king's message. The speech will commence shortly.
This is never good.
You should find out what it's about. I'd come with you, but there's a reason we stay underground. We'll see you at the base when it's over, all right?
I'm going to slice you open like a melon, you bloody traitor!
Yes, traitors walk amongst us. Traitors.
Ah, hello.
No food in the shops. No work anywhere.
Delivery!
Ben told us what happened. Swift was a good friend. He died like a true soldier.
A true soldier? Let's not pretend there was anything noble about the way he died. He was tortured, humiliated, and murdered.
And he didn't give Logan anything, or we'd be dead now. I called that noble.
It was just a matter of time before Logan did this. Before he decided to hunt us down. We have to fight back.
We're still not ready, though. We need more allies, and thanks to Swift's efforts, we know exactly where to look.
Before he was executed, the Major managed to send us a message.
A soldier still loyal to the old guard brought it to me, at great risk to his life.
What does it say?
Well, this is Swifty we're talking about, so it's rather straightforward. You will find allies in Aurora.
I still don't understand how anyone there could help us. Aurora is a dead land. There's nothing there.
Or at least, that's what we've been told. It's still the only lead we have, anyway.
Can we get on with the plan? I have an overwhelming urge to shoot someone.
First thing, we'll need a ship. You and Ben will get hold of one, while Paige and I make sure the rest of the fleet doesn't follow.
You'll need to go via the back alleys, and they'll be crawling with soldiers.
Not a problem. I know my way around the place. I'll meet you at the back of the sewers. We're going to show Logan just what traitors can do.
Go on. My men are putting together the materials we'll need. It should be quite a display.
Aurora is a distant place. It could be a while before we return. If there's things you need to do, now's the time.
You know, Swift taught me almost everything I know about being a soldier. Let's show these bastards how it's done. We need to get to the far end of the dock, so probably best not to shoot until we have to. Come on. Leave the talking to me. I have an idea.
Stop. Only Royal Guard allowed.
Oh, I know, but can I just say, wow, you look so stylish, you know, with the helmets and everything, and me and my friend were wondering if we could join you, because, I mean, you just make us ordinary soldiers feel so inadequate.
Leave.
Oh, come on. Don't you have any leaflets or application forms we could take with us? If we could just get inside and get your autographs, we are huge fans.
Leave, or we will be forced to terminate you.
See? Even their vocabulary is stylish.
The king wants your head on a plate.
Okay,
And that is what he's going to
didn't
get.
really have an idea. Be careful with those barrels. They're full of gunpowder. We'll have to cut through the warehouse. This place is crawling with disease. Get ready. Be careful with those barrels. They're full of gunpowder.
You cannot defeat
Let's get out of here. The docks are just round the corner.
King's best.
That should keep the bastards occupied. Come on, the way to the ship should be clear. Oh, maybe not.
Don't you know how to believe? Good shot! Keep that up! The traitor's using some kind of black sorcery against us.
Walter, what kept you?
We have to hurry. They're going to be following us after all.
What about Paige?
She's staying behind. Someone needs to organize things here. Now, come on. Are you all right?
Yes. Ben's not here.
No. Looks like we didn't all make it. I only hope... Well, maybe he washed up somewhere else. I'm sure that's it. Anyway, the only way forward seems to be through a rather ominous cave. Before we go any further, I'd just like to say one thing. So this is what Aurora looks like then. I was hoping it'd be a little less cavey. Hello? Sounds like the dog's found something. Well, you never know. It might be a luxury inn. Oh, bats. He found bats. Good work, boy. Bats are exactly what we needed right now. What do you think happened to Ben? He's a strong swimmer. Probably reached a sandy beach somewhere. Palm trees, beautiful women, coconut cocktails, jammy bastard. What the hopping hobs is that? It must be protecting something. Like the way out, most likely. Well, I'll tell you one thing. We haven't got this far, haven't got this many people behind us to end up dying in some forsaken, far-off hole in the ground.
Well, wherever we are, we're not the only ones who got stuck in this damn place. Not the most encouraging sign in the world, is it? Still, they might have something useful on them. Why don't you check the second lot over there?
I found something. A note. It speaks to us still. Darkness incarnate. We know now we can never escape it.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Hey, I've got something too. One of these poor sods left a journal. Most of the pages have disintegrated, but, well, you can still see plenty of weird symbols. It's mostly gobbledygook anyway. I mean, listen to this nonsense. Luminous spirits of the sands impart daybreak and gleam under a quiet moon. What's that supposed to be? Look at that. Can you believe I did that? Ooh, it does look somewhat dark, though. Oh, maybe going down isn't such a good idea. You know how I said it looked somewhat dark? Well, I'd like to amend that statement. We're looking into utter, total, complete darkness. Oh, no, that's better. So what do you think this place is?
I have no idea.
Temple of some sort? What could anyone possibly worship in here? No, we're not going any further this way. Looks like a bridge. Is that the mechanism to raise it on the other side? Isn't that handy? One of us will have to get across to use it. There must be some other way to get there. Here we go. You should be able to make it to the other side from here. Okay, be careful now. That thing's probably pretty stiff, and we don't want to make any more noise than we have to. Yes, and quiet as stealthy mice, the adventurers forged on ahead. I know I have a tendency to be slightly paranoid, but did that sound like something friendly? Now where have we seen that? Stand back. Walter the Scholar will deal with this. With an increasing sense of trepidation, admittedly. Luminous spirits of the sands, inhale the restless gloaming. Oh, there you go. What can I say? I have a knack for gibberish. Do you you ever get the feeling somebody's playing games with us?
All the time.
Let's just be thankful and get through this place as quickly as we can.
The light you bring will die. The light inside you will die. All that you are will die.
Who's there? Show yourself. Well, this isn't good.
The children are here to play.
What are they?
Bring me their hearts. Bring me their stomachs. Bring me their bile.
There's too many of them. Keep fighting. We have to keep fighting.
You're tainted. The stain will never wash out. The sun will never shine upon you again. Tainted, broken little toys.
It's all right. We're all right. We just have to keep going, that's all. We're all right. More of those things! Come on, Walter. Just hold it together. Damn this book and whoever wrote it. The bastards. Why didn't they tell us what was down here? Darkness incarnate. Like we're supposed to know what that means. It won't stop. It won't stop till it kills us. Wait. I think we must be close to an exit. There's a cold breeze. Can you feel it? There's that sound again. It's almost like... No! Not the light, not the bloody light! No. We have to get out of here. You hear me? You hear me? We have to get out of here. As long as we...
We are coming.
It's here!
We will devour your kingdom. There will be no bodies. There will be only darkness. The children command it.
Oh, they're everywhere. All shadow. Get ready!
Speak no words. Speak no words. See, for the last time, death brings the gift of blindness. Why must you try so hard? Death is easy. Did the blind seer not tell you about us? Did she not warn you?
It's gone. The bastard's dead and gone. Right, and we're getting out of here. But it's gone now. It's gone. And we're going to be fine. Looks like the only way is down. Goody. You all right down there?
Yes. It isn't far down.
Right, here I come then. 3, 2, 1.
Walter!
You let him die. You let us take him, but you're glad, are you not? You wished him pain. You wished him undone. A great wave of darkness will cover your land. They will come for your king. And you too wish for the flank for Albion. You tire of your travels, your burdens, the cries of the helpless, the cries of your dead. You too will be strong. You brought hurt. The children are angry. Accept death now. It is so much easier than what is to come. Centuries for you. You see now the future that awaits you. All those people you want to save, the people you want to control, they will shrivel as your friend has. They will be food for the children. They are still so hungry, so very hungry. Death beats its wings for you. Vomit forth the night in their shells. They have bodies now. Bodies can tear you asunder. Feel the embrace of the children. They bring you eternal contentment. You are a fragile thing. You and your kind dissolve so easily. He bleeds light and fades away. You should see it. It's a beautiful sight. death now. It is so much easier than what is to come. Accept death now. It is so much easier than what is to come. The Dark Guardian shall come and protect us. And all that is fresh and light shall die. This land is ours! Darkness shall spread across the world!
I can't see. That thing. It blinded me. I can't see!
It's okay, Walter. I'm here.
We have to get out. Quickly. It's still out there. We need to leave. You can hear it too, can't you? It is there. I'm not mad. I can't see anything. Take me to the light, please. Are we out? Did we get away?
Yes. We're safe now.
What can you see?
A desert.
I can feel the heat and the sand. But whatever that thing did to me, it's like it sucked all the light from inside me. I still can't see anything. Just don't let go.
Careful. The steps up ahead.
All right. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know how far I can go. Are there no signs of civilization?
There's something in the distance. It looks like an enormous statue.
How far?
It's going to take us a few hours.
No, stop. I can't do this.
Of course you can. Come on.
I'm too weak. You have to leave me. Listen to me. I can't see. I can barely stand. I won't just slow you down. I'll get you killed. You have to go on without me.
All right. But I'll come back for you. I promise. I'll get help.
Good. You'll do fine on your own. You'll do me proud. Now, go. I need help. Please.
I'm blind. I can't see. Help me. You abandoned your friend to die. He's calling for you while the children spread out. You try to run away, but you are made of sand. You are falling apart.
I have to find out
just how ready you are. He would have done anything for you. Now he screams alone. He curses you. Not even in death will he forgive you. Are you blind? Are you blind yet? There's nothing left. You're gone. All gone.
Can you help them?
The young one will be fine. She is strong. We need to tend to the...
It's so good to see you. When I was fished out of the local port and Walter and you weren't there, well, I thought it was all over. Then I realised I was being an arse, and I worked my charms to get a search party out for you. Not that Kaelin here needed much persuading.
We are accustomed to misfortune. Now it is time you saw our city.
Welcome to Aurora, the city of nightmares.
The Crawler did this. The being you fought in the desert caves. It appeared 5 years ago, bringing darkness and death. The few of us who still live have known nothing but fear since. We never know when it will come. And we cannot hope to defeat the creature and its spawn without an army. Even with someone like you by our side. Ben Finn speaks most highly of you. But you are not the first savior to come here. Please, walk down to our streets. See for yourself. Then we may talk more.
Go ahead. I've seen enough already. I'll check up on Walter.
You are the one who survived the desert night.
Yes.
We have not had much fortune with outsiders. But as you can see, fortune deserted us long ago. You have come to a cursed land.
What are you doing here? Everybody else seems to be hiding.
I am honoring the dead. My wife and my child. And I stand here because I do not fear joining them.
I'm sorry.
You may read their memorials if you wish. There are many elsewhere. On statues, doorways, wherever a memory will allow itself to live on.
Now you know what we have suffered. But as I said before, you are not the first outsider to come here.
Who was the other?
His name was Logan, the King of Albion.
Seems your big brother's been keeping secrets. He used to go on expeditions all the time, remember? Until about 4 years ago.
I promise.
Then let us go to war.
You have survived a terrible ordeal, but you will be the stronger for it. With Kaelin and the Auroran people on your side, you are finally ready to face your brother. It is time for you and Walter to gather your allies and take Bowerstone Castle.
Well, we didn't exactly find the army we were hoping for, and I feel about 100 years older than when we left, but we're finally ready. You've surpassed every hope I had for you. You're the queen Albion needs, so come on. It's time to gather your generals and prepare for battle. You know, maybe I'll take a little nap first.
Our people are getting torn to shreds out there. They need our help.
We need to take care of that mortar.
Normally, where to go?
The mortar's down!
Use of magic. The Auroran ship should be able to move in closer now. Come on, Kaelin, do your stuff.
Take the fight into the city! Ah, a bit of close combat. This is more like it. Now let's go.
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had? Ha 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 ha!
Sabine, you almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the...
No.
What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move! Move!
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old sod.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we? Gotcha!
Excellent attack.
Don't let it distract you like that! Get up! Sorcery! Kill the witch! Come on, Paige, where are you? Paige! Oh, about bloody time!
My men are taking care of the East Barracks, but I couldn't leave you out here alone.
That deserves a round of applause. Elite soldiers, my arse. Have that!
Stay alert. There'll be more coming. We have to find a way past this gate.
Always with the damn gates.
What we need are explosives, but I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up.
Ha ha! Did you see that, Boulder? That the whole city bowed to our thunder.
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place?
Gunners have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off.
Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own. Ciao. There she is, the Queen of Albion. You've made it, just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you?
I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humour which will no doubt make such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course. The very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful queen is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments. I'm sure you will do a marvellous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion.
You have the power over life and death, sister. Now choose.
You can't escape punishment for what you've done, Logan. I sentence you to death.
The Queen has made her decision. Logan will pay for his crimes against the people of Albion with his life.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are queen, you can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes. You will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty. Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment. This is it, Albion's royal treasury, the store of the kingdom's total wealth. It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold, a topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about, which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty. 1, very well, Your Majesty. Well, how very noble. Yes, I suppose noble is the word. How very noble of you. The people are no doubt dancing in the streets, and we are bankrupt. You will need to be more ruthless if you wish to save the kingdom, Your Majesty. There are other, less salubrious means of filling the treasury, of course. You may donate your own gold, should you have enough. Though I must say, such charity is unheard of. However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda. Riva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Riva can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
Don't tempt me.
Oh, happy day! Her Majesty the Queen of Albion graces us with her radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now here I am to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth, but my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school?
The factory will become a school.
Thank you. We can really start changing people's lives now. This will be an Albion worth fighting for.
I shall begin the necessary modifications at once. Welcome to Reaver Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become the well-educated automatons you always wanted them to be. The promise you made to Kaelin is now... I cannot tell you what joy it brings me to see you crowned queen at last.
Can I have your autograph? I deserve it.
My queen.
At your orders, Mom.
At your service.
It's a
Well, well.
Madam.
Attention.
All stand for the Queen.
Hail and well.
Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the Battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Reaver shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty.
Now is not the time to build houses. We have other priorities. The request is denied.
The Queen has reached her decision. The Old Quarter shall become a monument to our victory and is to be left untouched.
Sanity prevails. And do not fret. I shall make sure there is no negative publicity attached to your decision.
You have turned your back on those who need you the most. I wonder if anything has really changed since we overthrew your brother.
Despite...
It breaks one's heart to see the treasury so empty. If we don't do something about it, we will all die. And I have some very definitive retirement plans. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have... Indeed, Your Majesty. Why make any changes in such an innocuous matter? So people don't feel safe. Is that such a terrible thing? Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared. As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
All stand to attention. Today you decide on the decor of the castle. Two of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy.
I wish this to be an enlightened castle.
Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more,
Fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
Today you decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty. Kaelin will speak for her people. Reva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to see...
Aurora will become part of Albion. But they must work for this privilege.
The Queen has spoken. Aurora shall be mined for resources. Its people shall receive the protection of the throne in exchange for their labor.
You are no better than your brother. He may have left us to die, but you wish only to exploit us.
Welcome to the...
A wise decision in court today, Your Majesty. While it is true that your popularity in Aurora has suffered, the people closer to home are not too concerned. This could prove to be a very profitable arrangement. And speaking of Aurora and profits, we may have stumbled upon some very exciting news in that area.
That could have gone better. That person now hates you, but no matter. Hate has its upside. A person who can't stand to be around you will sometimes... welcome to the sanctuary.
It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals and understandably set out to find it without a moment's regard for their own lives, which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient abandoned temple. You need only to take it. It's more beautiful than I dared to imagine. And heavy, too. Our experts estimate it's worth a small fortune. Of course, now the question becomes, what do you wish to do with this fine stone? Shall I deposit the money from the sale into the treasury? A truly selfless act. I am constantly in awe of your generous and noble spirit. Putting the safety of your people before your own reward. Bravo, Your Majesty. Bravo. The treasury's health is robust, but we must always be wary of unnecessary expenditures and watch out for possible avenues of profit. With that in mind, I would like to discuss the thorny issue of child... Very good, Your Majesty. Why change things when they are going so well? Perhaps Logan was right in following this course of action. Shall we proceed with the rest of your appointments? Here is the royal agenda for the day. As you can see, you have 2 audiences in the throne room to begin. I've heard rumors that Reva's latest proposals are both scandalous and delicious. It should be most entertaining.
Boo! Her Majesty, the Queen of Albion. This hearing concerns the future of the Bowerstone Shelter and Orphanage. Paige will speak for the disenfranchised people of the city. Reva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, the shelter has long been the only refuge for...
It is time Bowerstone had its first whorehouse.
The shelter shall become a brothel.
Excellent, Your Majesty. I will see to it immediately. And I mean immediately.
This is exploitation, Your Majesty. Your people won't be pleased.
Does your heart have a...
Today, you will deal with a pressing environmental issue, the disposal of the city's waste. Reva will offer his proposal. A member of the Morningwood community will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I'm sure...
Morningwood will be granted the honor of receiving the city's sewage.
The Queen has spoken. The waste from the city of Bowerstone shall be channeled into Morningwood.
I shall begin the flushing immediately, Your Majesty.
Oh, this is heavy. This is totally heavy. You've turned Granny Nature into your toilet bowl. But she'll fight back. You'll see. One day, in like 1,000 years, she'll fight right back, man.
There is nothing as important.
The day is almost over, Your Majesty. Only one more appointment left. Page has requested a meeting in the old rebel headquarters. How very cloak and dagger. I wonder what she wants.
Maybe I'll open my own pub one day.
It's not every day a queen walks into the rebel headquarters. Good. Kid went undercover with a gang of robbers and found out their plans. They're going to strike the town.
Ah, hello.
If you cooperate, you won't get hurt. But if you give us any trouble, we'll kill you. Now, just so you know we mean business, I'd like one of you to give us trouble, so we can kill him as an example to the rest. Who's it gonna be then? Oh look, we have a volunteer. The Queen, no less. Have at her, fellas. Oh, what have we here? A notorious murderer, if I'm not mistaken. This should be interesting. Yeah, good shot.
It is no longer advantageous for any of us to frequent the hideout in Industrial. Presently, I shall inaugurate a new centre of operations in Bowerstone Market. You've been provided with a key which will permit access. Please endeavour to prevent its transference to an unauthorised individual. The Queen. I'm not prone to hyperbole, but this is a significant inconvenience. Lads, perform the specific services for which I employ you. Expeditiously.
Huh?
Kill her! Fast!
Oh, what have we here? A notorious murderer, if I'm not mistaken. This should be... Oh, spells on my mates like that, you swine.
You're a ruthless crook
and a big booby as well. And since you are a ruthless crook, I'm not signing this letter, so I can remain anonymous. Yours, Arthur. Oh.
I told you.
Yeah, we'll see what spells you can cast when we...
I believe I can state with relative confidence that your efforts are in vain. Even should it transpire that you vanquish my associates, this door is completely impenetrable. In addition to which, this cell contains a secret egress through which I may abscond whenever I desire. Meanwhile, my compatriots shall brutalize your person.
You haven't lost your touch. I'm surprised his men were foolish enough to fight you.
Now, truth be told, my superlative intellect notwithstanding, it would appear this is not, in fact, the specific cell I so confidently referenced earlier. The one with the secret exit has 2 beds. All right, you have prevailed, Your Majesty. I concede. However, I entreat you to entertain a certain proposal.
You have nothing to offer, Ferret. It's over.
That pronouncement is objectively devoid of merit. I happen to have on my person a substantial quantity of currency. Let me go free, you royal miscreant! This grievous malefaction shall be rewarded with equally grievous retribution.
You have made great strides, Your Majesty. Witness the glory of your treasury. Don't you just want to go swimming in all that gold? But the kingdom demands your attention once more. The time has... Very good. Perhaps this is not the time to be implementing radical new measures. It will give both the gentry and the rabble something to complain about. Who knows? It may take their minds off their impending doom. Let us move on to other matters, Your Majesty. You have a busy day in the throne room ahead. Samuel, the head of the Brightwall Academy, is ready to plead his case. I sincerely hope he isn't after a handout, though I'm sure Master Reaver will be the voice of reason, as always.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion.
This should be interesting. Either way, someone's going to be...
Today you decide on the status of the Brightwall Academy, Your Majesty. Samuel will speak for the town and its scholars. Reaver will dispute his cause.
You may speak.
Your Majesty.
The Brightwall Academy will be reopened as promised. But we will charge admission fees.
The Brightwall Academy shall be reopened to those who can afford its services.
If that is how it must be, very well. But I am deeply disappointed you have broken your promise.
Very good. I will make arrangements at once. Stimulate.
The court summons Page and Reaver. The matter before you today is the future of Bower Lake. Reaver will offer his proposal. Page will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, a recent survey of Bower Lake...
We need the resources in Bower Lake. It will become a quarry.
The Queen has ruled. Bower Lake shall be drained and mined for resources.
I applaud your enterprising spirit. The lake shall be drained at once.
I hope you know what you're doing, Majesty.
Behold the... Ah, hello.
I trust the court was not too dull today. In any case, I'm confident your final task will be most enjoyable. A loyal and wealthy member of our community has offered to make a sizable donation to our treasury. Her only request is that you go to Millfields to make the collection in person. A perfect chance to stretch your legs, Your Majesty.
Look, I know where the thief is. He fled into the woods.
Madam, I understand you want to recover what you've lost, but those woods are simply too dangerous. It would be suicide to enter them without combat experience, or training, or skill.
I don't want to enter them. I want you to.
Right. I was talking about me.
Oh, just forget it. Ah, Your Majesty, it's such an honor to have you here. If only fate hadn't conspired to make me look like a fool. Beware the woods, Your Majesty. The soldiers may be superstitious, but there's no denying dangerous beasts lurk within. Good luck. I know you will succeed.
you monster! Prepare to meet your... Oh, I'm so sorry. For a moment there, I thought you were a Belverine. Damn thing.
Get out of here! Now!
Your Majesty, I've been expecting you. You've been through the village, have you? Charming hamlet. It's full of warm, wonderful people who'll give you the shirt off their back and condemn you to death for one simple mistake. Anyone can fall asleep on watch. You exile him into this forest and call it justice. But enough about that. You're here for that statue. It's quite a remarkable thing. It did everything the legend said it would. And now I don't need it anymore. It's funny how things change. So if you want to take it back to that prig in Millfields, it's yours. Nearly free of charge. All I ask is a small favor. Destroy those silver nitrate lanterns. Then the village will get a taste of justice. The choice is yours. And it's a simple one. How simple? If you decline, my brothers will kill you. Excellent. Soon we will feast on the bodies of those...
Stop now, or I'll open fire!
The Queen is already making her presence felt.
No! Not me! Why me? Please! My life! Don't take it!
Why would you want to kill me? I don't deserve death. I'm a good person.
Please!
I thank you.
Vengeance was sweet. A quality shared by many of my former neighbors, as it turns out. Here's what you came for. Seems the least I can do. Visit us again one day when you get the chance. You'll always be welcome here.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
you're back. Did you find the thief? You found it? Oh,
A magnanimous gesture indeed. Your subjects are lucky to be ruled by one so giving. With the fatidic attack not far away now, it is most encouraging to see the Treasury doing so well. It makes one feel safer. I have taken to sleeping beneath the gold, actually. As for today's first order of business, you may have heard about the dire situation. A most astute and sensible choice. Financial ruin may bring much distress to your people, but the darkness brings certain death. Shall we proceed with today's agenda? Kalin, the representative for the Auroran people, has requested an audience with you. The court awaits in the throne room. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen. Today you must decide how much protection to grant Aurora. Kalin will offer her proposal. Riva will stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, as you know,
Aurora is under our protection. It is our duty to build this outpost.
The Queen's decision is final. A military outpost shall be erected in the deserts that surround Aurora.
we shall not forget this gesture. Aurora thanks you.
Ah, you are a whimsical monarch, and that is why you are so beloved. Very well, it shall be done.
Bring forth Sabine of the Mistpeak Dwellers. Today, you decide on the fate of Mistpeak, home of the Dwellers, Your Majesty. Sabine will speak for his people and their land. Riva will dispute his cause.
You may speak.
I come here seeking nothing but...
I will keep my promise to the Dwellers. The Mistpeak Mountains shall be restored.
Mistpeak shall become a protected region, and the Dwellers shall be granted authority over its forests and resources.
You are true to your word and your honor. The Dwellers will stand by you till the end.
The forest...
It is time, Your Majesty, to meet fate with steely resolve and commission Albion's army. We will use the funds we have to establish the best possible defense. Before I can commit those funds, however, I require your signature on a contract stating your awareness of the projected number of civilian casualties. Strictly a formality, of course, though should the number alarm you, you may wish to donate as much gold to the Treasury as possible before you sign. Very good. If you could just sign on the dotted line, please.
happy anniversary, Your Majesty. 1 year as Queen of Albion. Doesn't time just fly? I am delighted to say that the Albion army has been deployed in preparation for the invasion, so we may enjoy the occasion without apprehensions. To celebrate this momentous day, I have prepared some fantastic events. First, you will stand still for several hours while a local artist paints your portrait. Then you will choose the 47 varieties of flowers you wish to be cast at your feet as you parade through the city. Oh, and you will need to sign thousands of autographs, of course. Let's see, you will also be fitted for a new pair of shoes, and, of course, you will need a new suit.
The day has come, Queen. It is time for you to face the darkness. But you will do so in your true form. Over the past year, you have made decisions that reveal your nature, and which have affected the lives of all your subjects. You have acted as a tyrant and exploited your people for your own means. But you are more than a queen. You are a hero. You are Albion's champion, its protector. This coming battle is the reason you had to take Logan's place. Only you can defeat the creature that dwells in the shadows. If you do not, your kingdom will be gone, and you will die with it. Now go. Do what you were born to do.
It's here. The darkness has reached Power Stone. The attack has barely begun, but already we have suffered terrible casualties. We simply weren't ready. If we don't act quickly, there may not be a kingdom left to defend by dawn.
We have to get out on the streets, now!
Today we fight for Albion!
For Albion!
Royalty or no, you're going down.
With your lives.
Nice one! He's not getting up again. Yes! No armor is stopping you.
You can never escape darkness. It flocks to you always.
Paige!
Ha!
This isn't real.
You're that filthy murderer, aren't you?
You have done such
To
hurt.
put people like you away forever.
The people you know shall rejoice in your death. The Lightbringers have come! But this is the kingdom of unlight now! This is the kingdom of death! Watch us fly into your heart! shall come and protect us.
The Dark Guardian shall protect the children always.
Are you thinking of your loved ones now? How you will never see them again.
I can feel it. We're getting close.
Hey, can't get through.
Crawl. Crawl.
Take it out of me, please! I only want to care for you. Am I not your father figure?
We are the Swarm.
I'm surprised
Look
you're
at
still
what
standing
you've
up.
done to me. The shadows taste of death. You have done terrible things. Did you think I wouldn't know? Did you think I would allow it? All that you love will become shadow. All that you see will become death.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you took away the darkness. It's been inside me all this time. But it's light now. I can see the sky. And it's light. I don't think I can fight anymore.
It's all over, Walter. We won. We beat it together.
Do you remember the stories I tell you when you were a child? There was a great king once, the mightiest hero of them all. Remember what you would say?
Teach me to be a hero.
You've done me proud. You've always done me proud.
Oh, Walter.
I think old Walter would have liked it out here. He was always a fan of looking tall and stony. I can imagine what he'd say if he was here now.
Shut up, Ben.
Exactly.
It's time I returned to my own castle,
If ever you need to save the world from another abomination, you know where to find me.
Walter was right about you. You're a hero in every sense of the word. The hero Albion needed.
What will you do now?
I will continue to serve you the best way I can. I belong down in the city. The people there will always need help. Goodbye, my queen.
Well, Queen, old chum, ruler supreme, pal, you did it. You saved the kingdom. And it's time I said my goodbyes. I'm not cut out to be a general, and I think I'd like to start travelling again. Or maybe see if Paige needs any help down in Industrial. But before I go, let's send off our friend in style, shall we? This one's for you, Walter.
This is the world as it could have been, devoid of colour, devoid of life. It is thanks to you that it isn't so, and you ruled as strong leaders should. It is not everyone who understands the necessity of making sacrifices. It is what fate requires of us. You kept your promise to Sabine and his people, when it would have been easier to turn your back on them. A noble gesture. You swore an oath to Paige to better the lives of your people, and you did so even in the face of great danger. You understood, as your brother did, that Aurora was a doomed land from the start. Saving Albion was always more important. Without the strength to make those choices, we would not be standing here now. Perhaps we shall meet again one day, Queen.
Aren't you going to tell me my future?
The future will reveal itself when it is ready to do so.